Hey friends, welcome to another episode of Club 56. I'm so glad you're here today. I'm so glad I'm here today. I missed you guys last week. You know, I did not have a voice. Like, there was little sound coming out of my mouth, though it was moving. And my family was making fun of me, trying to decide which Star Wars character I sounded like. So yeah, I couldn't say hello last week. But I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad you are here. We're going to have a great time together. We're going to sing a song here in just a minute. We're going to watch the So-and-So show. We are going to talk a little bit about integrity. We're going to pray together, and then hopefully we'll chat together some online. So here we go. To start off our time together, I want to know who's watching with me, because I want you to answer this question. If you were stranded on a desert island, what is the one thing you would bring with you or take with you? Somehow you knew you were going to be stranded there? I don't know. And you could only take one thing? Okay, I know this is a silly question, but I want to know what you have to think. The one thing you could take stranded on a desert island. Well, you know, my first thought is like, I'd really love to have a good book, but that would probably get old really fast, reading it over and over. I think I'm gonna go with survival, and I'm gonna choose like a knife. If you know me, well, then that sounds really silly because I use kitchen knives. But you know, in survival movies, maybe you've seen where they can like strike a fire with a knife somehow, and you know, if I were able to find some local animals to use for dinner. I'm so not outdoorsy. Maybe my family would be there with me, and so they could all use the knife, and I would just stick with the book. I don't know. All right, thanks for sharing today. Typing in your answers on what you would take on stranded if you were stranded on a desert island. All right, so here I want you to stand with me and worship with me together today.
Took a breath, you had a plan for my every step. You promised to always be by my side. I believe that you are the way, you are the truth, you are the light. So I sing this to you. You keep your promises every day. I will believe in everything that you say. Yeah, in the dark I know you're making a way. Jesus, I will trust you. I
So I have a question for you today. As we get started, have you ever done something that you know could have gotten you in trouble, but you thought you could get away with it until something went wrong and you were exposed? Like, for instance, you snuck the last cookie even though it wasn't yours because you'd already had your last cookie, and nobody saw you do it though, so you're all good. Except your mom sees the evidence all over your fingers. Those cookie crumbs and the chocolate chip stains don't lie. Or maybe you borrowed your sister's shirt without asking. You know, the one that she told you that you couldn't borrow because the last time you borrowed a shirt, you got cookie fingerprints all over it. Well, what she doesn't know won't hurt her, right? But it's about to hurt you because you didn't realize that when you returned the shirt, you left a big stain of mustard right on the sleeve. Mustard? Come on. Or you were throwing a football around the living room, which you had specifically been told not to do, but you are a skilled passer of the pigskin. You got this. Well, until you peg the antique lamp on the end table and shatter it into 100,000 pieces. And a fairly impressive gluing job, you think you are in the clear. That is, until your dad pulls the chain for the light and the whole lamp falls apart. Now, in all of these scenarios, somebody did an action they weren't supposed to do, but more than that, they took a risk by not telling the truth, and it came back to hurt in the end. Why do we do that? I mean, we all learned since we were very little that not telling the truth is wrong. Yet in practice, it's a lot harder than we might think. Why do you think we risk telling a lie? Especially when we know that we could lose trust with the person or when we get exposed. There can be all sorts of reasons, I guess, but the truth is, lying comes so easily for many of us. But lying is something that destroys our integrity. The people God inspired to write the books of the Bible talk about honesty and telling the truth a lot, exactly. Let's see what we can discover that might help us remember to tell the truth. We're going to find today's story in the Old Testament of our Bibles during a period when the nation of Israel was being ruled by kings. Let's watch today's episode of the So-and-So Show and let them tell our story.
Would you like to go to the movies later? Would I? Would I? Yes. Do you want to go to the movies later or not? Huh?
Hey, who's this?
Oh, what does it look like? It's Pinocchio. Hey, I'm trying to change my image, remember? Call me Jerry. Oh, sorry, I forgot. So, Jerry, what's it like being a real boy? I'm still a puppet. That cricket didn't know what he was talking about. Did you try wishing upon a star? Yeah, and I ended up with you. Whoop-a-dee-doo. Whoop-a-dee-doo. Woo-a-dee-doo. Well, what do you think?
I think it's great. It's really great.
Thanks. I've been working with him for months. Could you see my mouth moving?
Your mouth?
Yeah.
No, I had no idea that was you making the voice.
Yeah, we make a pretty good team, don't we?
Uh-huh.
Well, we've been thinking about going out on tour together. Now, be honest with me. Do you think audiences would like us?
A tour?
Mm-hmm.
A comedy tour?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that would be a super idea. I think it would be a big hit. This may be the best idea you've ever had.
Brandon, is your nose growing?
Absolutely not. Welcome to the So-and-So Show. I'm Brandon.
And I'm John, and we are so glad you decided to join us today.
And I am doubly glad.
Oh, yeah? And why are you so glad?
Because of today's guest.
Oh, that's right. That should be a lot of fun.
It should be doubly fun. Please welcome all the way from Hollywood, someone who knows stuff. Oh, John. Oh. Woo. Hey!
Hey,
How's it going?
so good.
Tell us who you are and what you know.
I'm sorry. You'll have to excuse Brandon. He's really excited that you're on the show today.
Doubly excited.
I'm excited to be here. My name is Oakley, and I'm a special effects makeup artist for the movies.
Yes.
Okay, special effects makeups. Now, that's someone who does more than just covering up some pimples and bad skin and stuff, right?
Right. They've got other makeup artists to do that. But if you want someone to make you look older or to give you like a nasty cut or a bruise or something, call me.
Yeah, but your specialty is...
Oh, my specialty is making people into monsters!
Oh, so you make what? Monster masks?
I mean, sometimes. More often, though, it's makeup and latex and glue. It's important not to cover the actor's face entirely because you have to see their mouth move and their facial expressions.
Oh, so that because that way you want their performance to shine through the makeup, right?
Exactly.
I want to be a monster.
I think Brandon would like you to make him up today.
I do.
Well, I can't do it myself, of course, because I'm on set. But did you get the package I sent?
Yeah. Got it.
You are going to turn yourself into one of the scariest, the smartest, most deadly creatures ever.
Yes.
And I'm going to talk you through it. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right, let's get started with the black eyeliner pencil.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Got it.
Makeup time lapse! Wow. Brandon, great effort.
Thank you. Let me see.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
You look amazing!
I look like an owl. An owl's not a monster.
Okay, but owls are smart. They can be scary and deadly too. Just ask mice and bunny rabbits.
I look like an owl.
Well, thanks, Oakley, for showing us what you do. It really is incredible.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
Are you going to be all right? It's Bible story time with Kellen.
Hey guys, I mean, what's going on?
I'm an owl.
Yeah, you are, and you look great. And I'd trust you, and I would come to you for advice. And you know, it
Move on.
will do. How about a story from the book of 2 Kings starring the one and only So-and-So Show players?
Perfect.
Perfect.
This story is about a man named Gehazi who was a servant to Elisha, a prophet of God. Gehazi did something that wasn't very honest.
Who? Me?
But we'll get to that in a minute.
Oh.
First, let's talk about Naaman. Naaman was an army commander.
That's right. I'm Naaman. I'm the man in charge. When I say jump, people say how high. Hoo-ah!
He was a brave soldier who won many battles, but he had a skin disease.
Go away, Spots. Go away. You're still there.
A servant in Naaman's house spoke of a prophet in Samaria who could heal Naaman's disease. So after getting permission from his king, Naaman went to see Elisha.
Whoa! Off-screen caravan of horses and chariots. Oh!
Oh, wow.
Elisha?
Me? No. No, not at all. He is inside, but he has sent me out here to give you a message. He says to go and wash yourself 7 times in the Jordan River, and then your skin will be healed.
Seriously?
Yes. He says to go and wash yourself 7 times.
Yeah, got it. I got it. 7 times. Yeah.
Well,
Unbelievable. Yeah. Giddy up there. Whoa.
So Naaman went down to the Jordan River and dipped himself in the water 7 times. And when he came out, his skin was clean. So he returned to Elisha.
Whoa. Elisha? Now I know your God is the one true God. Please accept a gift from me. I have 750 pounds of silver. I have 150 pounds of gold. And I have 10 sets of fine clothing, all upon my chariot that I would love to have someone come and deliver to you as
I serve the Lord. As sure as he is alive, I will not accept a gift.
Well, please, you must accept a gift.
I will not.
Please?
No.
Pretty please.
Nope.
But no matter how much Naaman begged, Elijah refused to take a gift. So Naaman started on his way. Gehazi wasn't too happy about the whole thing.
My master has been a little too easy on Naaman. He should have at least accepted a gift. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go after Naaman and ask him to give me a gift or something as sure as the Lord is alive.
So Gehazi ran and caught up with Naaman.
Wait up!
Whoa! Is everything all right?
Totally. Yes. Now, do you remember how my master said that he didn't need any kind of gifts or anything?
I do.
Okay, excellent. Well, turns out he's changed his mind. Yes, we've had a visitor drop by who's a little short on gold and silver and stuff.
Oh, of course. Yeah, how much do you want?
How much? How much? I didn't even think about how about 75 pounds of silver and 2 sets of clothing?
Well, I insist you take twice as much silver.
You do know best, yes. Oh dear, wow. Excellent. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness, yes, well, that's quite a lot. Thank you very much for your kindness. Yes.
Be on your way.
Oh yes, I will be on my way.
When Gehazi got back to Elisha's house, he put the gifts away, someplace safe. But before he could truly celebrate what he'd done, he ran into Elisha.
Whew. Silver is so heavy. Oh, look at it all. So, Elijah?
Where have you been?
Me? Little old moi. Nowhere.
Gehazi, I know you went back to Naaman. My spirit was with you the whole time. Why couldn't you just be honest?
Oh, I have always been honest.
Now, You're going to have the same skin disease as Naaman.
No. 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 Ah. Ah. Ah.
The end. Well, let's hear it for the So-and-So Show players.
Woohoo!
What'd you think, fellas? Cool story, right?
I mean, absolutely.
Very funny.
You know, it's hard to trust people once they've told a lie like that. I know I'd have a hard time trusting Gehazi.
Yeah, he was just foul.
All right, all right. See you next time, Kellen.
I guess all good things have to come to an end.
Bye.
All good things.
No more owl jokes, okay?
I'll try.
I can't even think of what comes next in the show.
Oh, well, I guess we'll just have to wing it. Okay, now I'll try.
Reveal the question. Why is it important for people to trust you? That's a good question. What do you think, John?
Well, because no one likes to hang out with people who don't tell the truth.
Stop it.
What I said? Who?
All right. I know.
I'm telling you the truth.
Oh, boy. We'll see you guys next week.
Hey, Brandon. How many licks does it take to get to the center of this lollipop?
Oh, let me see. 1, 2. 2.
Is it good? No.
Today's story was a pretty wild one, right? Complete with skin diseases, almost 1,000 pounds of silver and gold, and washing in the Jordan River to be healed. But I think the craziest part is what happened with Gehazi. It makes me wonder a few things. Like, first, what made him decide to go ask for Naaman's stuff, even when Elisha had said no? Even more than that, I wonder what could have happened if he would have just been honest with Elisha when he was confronted about the whole thing. Instead, he lied. He told Elisha he didn't do anything. He didn't go anywhere. I wonder if the outcome would have been different if he had been honest. Have you ever been there before? I know at the beginning we talked about doing an action you shouldn't be doing, but then taking a risk by not telling the truth. That's what Gehazi did, and it cost him big time in the end. We might not come down with a skin disease, but we do face consequences for lying, right? So why do we do it? Maybe we're nervous about what will happen if we tell the truth. Maybe the person will be disappointed with us, or will have a hard time trusting us again in the future. But the risk is worth it compared to them discovering on their own and that we weren't truthful. It is really important to be truthful from the start. It makes life a whole lot easier. This is the example we also see in Jesus. He was never afraid to tell the truth, even when it cost him everything. And as we follow Jesus, he'll give us the courage to tell the truth, but we won't always get it right. And in those moments when we make the mistake and decide to try and lie, it's always a good idea to admit it and take the risk to tell the truth. It's the right thing to do, always. So today, let's think about this question. Why is it important for people to trust you? Think about the people in your life who you might be tempted to lie to, or maybe that you even have told to a lie recently. How could this be affecting your relationship with them? When we decide that we want to live our lives with integrity, we need to drop the mask and be truthful with what we say and do. This can be especially true with how we have integrity with our words. Let's pray and ask God to help us remember to tell the truth. Here we go. God, thank you so much for promising to always be with us. Thank you for the example that we learned about today with Gehazi. Help us in our moments when we do not make good choices to be truthful about it, God. That's the hard part. Help us to get past that and be honest with our lives so that we can show integrity with our words and our actions. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Okay, guys, before you go, I would like for us to remember this month's Bible verse, and it's found in Proverbs. Here it is. Anyone who lives without blame walks safely, but anyone who takes a crooked path will get caught. Proverbs 10:9. All right, friends, thanks for joining me today. It was so good to be back, and it was so great to see you. I hope you have a wonderful week.